the ARC-8, the wheel that started it all for Apex over 15 years ago. The wheel that you've probably seen on so many BMW chassis, a wheel that is loved so much we had to make it for more applications outside of BMW. I'm Yo. I'm here with our sales director, Ryan March, and we're here to talk to you about the ARC-8. So, Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about the ARC-8 and why it is still such an awesome option for enthusiasts today, even 15 years later?
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to talk about the ARC-8 because it is our most popular wheel, to date. This wheel has been around at Apex longer than I have, which is definitely saying something.
Yep.
And it's a part of our classic line of Flowform wheels. And the classic line is really a family of wheels that embodies a timeless motorsport design, and it's packaged in a lightweight format that is affordable for everybody.
Where does that value start? How are these made?
Yeah, so first and foremost, it's a flow-formed wheel. At a high level, flow forming really allows our engineers to deliver a better performing wheel than a cast wheel, right? It is a cast face, but flow forming refers to rolling out the barrel, right? When we think about the barrel of the wheel, it needs to be lightweight but strong, right? When we roll out the barrel, it is essentially getting rid of some of the porosity, right? That means that you're going to have a lighter weight barrel. You want to keep the weight towards the center of a wheel always, but you're also going to have a stronger barrel because it is the first line of defense against potholes, jumping berms at a racetrack, and you really do get that from the flow forming technique. So.
Yeah, let's talk about some more of the features with the ARC-8. One of the things that I like to look at is the face design and the concavity. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Definitely. I think that everybody who has fallen in love with the ARC-8 over the years has really kind of focused in on the concave spoke design, right? It's kind of an undenying aspect of the wheel, and our engineers have really ensured that they've maximized the concavity. That is going to lead to a stiffer wheel design, and it also looks amazing too. This is our Profile 1 shallow face. This is our Profile 3 deep concave face. The wheel specifications, the width and the offset, and then critical brake clearance is really kind of what sets the tone for whether or not you'd be getting a shallow face Profile 1 or a deep concave Profile 3.
Okay. Yeah, and you said in the beginning that it's our most affordable and most lightweight wheel that we offer. So let's talk about weight and how we actually optimize for weight with this ARC-8.
Yeah, a lot of that is done just through FEA analysis.
Mm-hmm.
So our engineers, are going to take the flowform construction. They're going to try to mitigate as much weight as they can out of the barrel, right? But in terms of the face, it really comes down to just identifying those high stress points where they need to reinforce the spoke to make sure that it's nice and strong and stiff. It's not a floppy spoke design. And they're going to really identify the spots where there is excessive material, right? Where it's being wasteful, and they can really remove some of that material out of the spoke design, and you have a really optimized wheel at that point.
Yeah, so they're taking away as much as they can, but reinforcing in areas that may need it because of the design.
Exactly, yeah, and it kind of turns us into the next thing, which is the open face design, right? We've removed a ton of material out of the center of the wheel, but that also serves a functional purpose besides weight savings. And it has to do with impact guns and the different size lug nuts that one might use in the racing environment. If you are an endurance racer and you're coming down the hot pits and you've got a crew of guys and gals that are jumping on the car and they want to take that wheel on and off as fast as possible,
yeah.
right? They need the space to work, and it also allows them to use different size lug nuts. So
that's cool. How about the spokes themselves? You talked a little bit about stiffness. How do the spokes play into that, and why is stiffness important when you're thinking about a wheel design?
Yeah, a couple things about stiffness, and actually this is something that was really interesting to me coming up to speed with our engineers many years ago in regards to flowform wheels. A356 aluminum that is used for flowform wheels actually is inherently about 5% stiffer than 6061 T6 aluminum used on fully forged wheels. I don't think that's something that a lot of people know, right? We all hold fully forged wheels that are engineered to their fullest capabilities in high regard in regards to their performance, their strength, their stiffness. But again, you can have a fantastic flow-formed wheel. A356 material lends itself, again, to amazing stiffness, and then it's really just the spoke pattern. Our engineers are really wanting to make sure that not only does the wheel design look good, not only is it lightweight, but that it's not floppy, right? That it is, in fact, stiff, and drivers can feel that, on the racetrack.
Yeah, and I know with Apex, brake clearance is always something that we take into consideration, something that we always plan for in the design of the wheels. How are we doing that with the ARC-8 as well?
It comes down to the barrel and it comes down to the spoke. I want to point out that the barrel has been revised on the ARC-8 in the last couple of years. And while our original barrel was actually pretty well performing in the grand scheme of things, there were a few kits that we didn't clear. And so we revised the shape of the drop center, and that now allows the ARC-8 wheel model in an 18-inch diameter to clear all the way up to like a Brembo 380 millimeter kit, which is huge. That just ensures that enthusiasts like you guys don't have to upsize to a 19-inch diameter, take on more weight, more cost. The tires.
Better tire options. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, just like our Forge line of wheels, our engineers are making sure that we're bringing in cars. We're doing 3D scanning of the vehicles. We're taking those 2D templates from the aftermarket brake kits, and we're doing the best job we can to make sure that you guys have the right tool for the job.
Yeah. So again, the ARC-8 is pretty packed with features. We talk about testing, certification, load rating, kind of a lot at Apex. I know the audience has probably heard us talk about it as well. How are we incorporating testing, load rating, and all of that into the ARC-8?
Yeah, I mean, these are things to consider with every wheel we make. It doesn't matter what wheel design it ends up being. The ARC-8 is no different. It's a matter of safety, guys. That's what it comes down to. So, like all Apex flow-formed wheels, the ARC-8 is third-party tested by the VIA registry in Japan to JWL requirements. And a lot of our flow-form wheels, including the ARC-8, are going to have load ratings that rival forged wheels from other manufacturers. In this specific case, BMW JWL requirement for 18s is 690 kg. That's approximately 1521 in terms of pounds. And our wheels are just over 700 kg. And this, again, just comes down to confidence from you guys, right? To know that the wheels that we're engineering are what they say they are, right? By an unbiased organization.
Yep.
And that the load ratings are really there for each vehicle application to withstand abuse, whether it's street or track use.
Yeah.
Both are treacherous.
And we want to over-engineer it, because we also want to stand behind that, which again, how else are we standing behind the consumer and our product?
Yeah, I mean, that leads into kind of the next topic of, we have a lot of confidence in what we are doing. We're able to offer really unrivaled programs that are pushing the industry to treat, wheel replacement very differently.
Yep.
So our 50% replacement program is kind of a testament to this. We feel so strongly about how we engineer wheels here at Apex that we're willing to kind of go above and beyond for our customer base. We're enthusiasts. We track our cars. We race our cars. We know what we put these wheels through.
Yep.
And damage happens to the best of wheels, no matter how strong or stiff they are. And so what that looks like is if you've got curb damage, if you are bending a wheel because you put two off at a HPD to try to win that trophy, we're going to be here to support you guys, and we're going to send out those replacement wheels at half price. And the goal is just to mitigate the expense, for our customer base,
Yep.
and just to get people back out on track, right where they belong.
Yeah, keep consumables as low as possible.
Exactly.
And we want to stand behind that because we want you guys to just be going faster, taking those chances on track safely, and then getting back out there when damage does happen.
Yeah, removing those mental barriers is what it's all about, right? That goes a long way, in terms of HPDs, and wheel-to-wheel racing. Beyond the 50% replacement program, of course, our warranties apply to the ARC-8. For more information on that, guys, go to apexwheels.com. Learn more about our 50% replacement program that people are raving about in the paddock, and our warranties. And let's talk about some of the paint and the finish options that we have.
Yeah.
The ARC-8 is a multi-stage paint. It is extremely durable, right? It's a powder coat base, but then again, a multi-stage paint process on top. We offer the ARC-8 in many different, finishes. Hyper silver, hyper black. We've got satin black, anthracite, satin bronze. This is actually a very unique and special finish that's not available today. This came out
right now.
I would say 15 years, until now.
Yeah.
When people see this, they're going to want it. It is Motorsport Silver. Our founder actually concocted this many, many years ago. Gosh, I think it's a timeless finish. You guys definitely should comment below if you like it. Maybe, just maybe, we'll reintroduce it.
Yeah, maybe. And obviously, you know, we got a lot of popular finishes available, and we hope to bring more out to you guys as, you know, we test and bring more applications out as well. So.
Yeah. Applications. Let's talk about applications. We've talked a lot about BMW, right?
Yeah.
And that definitely has been a huge audience for us that have enjoyed these wheels for many years. But we have then, you know, opened up the ARC-8 to Camaro, Toyota 86, Subaru BRZ, and I think that honestly there's a lot more room for this wheel to grow. We want to hear from you guys. If there's an application that you're looking for that we currently don't serve, definitely let us know in the comment section. I think I've got a couple more things to point out before we're done here. One really cool thing that this wheel does is it accepts the OEM center caps. So all wheels come with our Apex center caps, as you see here, but if you want to put in your BMW Roundel center cap, they plug right in.
So again, a lot of great reasons why the ARC-8 is such a timeless option for your vehicles and why it's still so popular today. Hope you guys were able to learn something about the ARC-8, and if you have any questions about the ARC-8 or any of our other flow-formed wheels, leave that in the comment section below or shoot us an email. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.